Welcome to the Marketing of Business. This is your host, Bonnie Squires. We're brought to you by ACT, Advertising Communications Times. That's the region's business-to-business newspaper that tells you everything you need to know about attracting clients, holding on to clients through advertising and public relations. We're coming to you from 8:60 a.m. on your dial. That's WWDB. Studios, brand new, are in Bala Cynwyd. And our guest today is John Lorenzo, who is the owner of POSTNET, which is a design, web, and print business in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Welcome, John.
Thank you for having me.
And it's interesting because you've been in this business since you were in high school?
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Winslow Township.
You're a New Jersey boy, right?
Yes, I am. Born and raised.
Was your father in the printing business?
No.
What do your parents do?
My father is a master technician over at Toyota, and my mother is I guess you can call her I don't really know what she's like, a chemist. She works on items like Icy Hot and other items like that. So
What's Icy Hot?
Icy Hot is that cream that you put on when you're sore, and it goes from like really cold to pretty hot.
I could use some of that. Did you bring any samples?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, tell us what you did when you were in high school. Was this like a work-study thing you did for your high school, or after school, summertime? When did you work at the POSTNET franchise office?
So POSTNET is an interesting franchise. It's actually two-part. There's a consumer side to it, which is services like shipping, UPS, FedEx, notaries, faxes, kind of like a business center or community center. But there's also a B2B side, and that's the focus of our business now, which is really design, print, and marketing. So we take everything from logos and branding all the way out to full print production and marketing plans.
Okay, and you started working in high school, and now at the ripe old age of 24, you've owned the POSTNET franchise in Sicklerville for how many years?
For about 18 months.
18 months,
Yeah.
Okay. But you told me before we began that the franchise you operate had the best year ever under your tutelage?
Yeah, so we took over in March of 2012. 9 months later, we rebuilt our team and turned the business around. We went from one of the failing stores to the best year the store's ever had in 9 months.
How many POSTNETs are there?
There are about 300 in the country.
Wow. Is it coast to coast?
Coast to coast.
Okay. We're going to take a break for some messages, and then we'll be back with John Lorenzo to tell us more about POSTNET.
The major holidays are almost upon us. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. Are you prepared for your holiday party events and other needs? Call Whims for Rent. They are a professional event planning company and can package your entire business or personal holiday event, or simply provide specific needs. They provide entertainment such as DJs or three-piece bands, Christmas carol choirs, or even Santa Claus. Other entertainment possibilities include walk-around magicians, fortune tellers, or look-alike celebrities. They aid large corporate events, smaller business attractions, and family affairs. Just tell them your goals. For a free consultation and free ideas, contact Whims for Rent at 484-562-0067. Again, that's 484-562-0067. They are located at 29 Bala Ave in Bala Cynwyd, Pennsylvania, or visit them on the web at www.phillybizmedia.com.
The Internet today is a must for businesses and organizations to represent themselves. A must. For the generations of business owners who did not have the advantage of an Internet education beginning in grade school, there is basic help. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. Our organization of marketing personnel, traditional and IT, will set up basic Internet advertising aids for your business or organization at a modest fee. Basics. No big deals, no big costs, just basics. Plus a free get-to-know-your-goals meeting. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. That's 484-562-0060. Be with it, or else you will be out of it. Again, call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060.
Need a speaker for your business meeting, organization, social group? Need a speaker who is entertaining, informative, or both? Need a speaker who is an authority on a subject close to your interests? We provide them. We are this region's Speakers Bureau. Call us at 484-562-0067. 484-562-0067.
St. Joseph's University is committed to developing everyday champions to help ensure student-athletes prepare for personal and professional challenges they will face throughout their lives. They want great athletes, but more than that, they want great people, young men and women, to excel as students, teammates, leaders on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Your passion and support of St. Joseph's student-athletes make the difference. By making a gift to the Hawk Athletic Fund this year, you help in developing everyday champions. For more information or to make a gift, visit SJUHawks.com/champions.
We're back with the marketing of business. This is your host, Bonnie Squires. We're coming to you over WWDB. That's 860 on your AM dial. And our sponsor is ACT, the region's business-to-business newspaper, which gives you a lot of advice on how to attract clients and how to hold on to them. Our guest today is John Lorenzo, who's the owner of POSTNET, which is a franchise shop that does design, web, printing, and a few other things as well. John, what are some of the other services you offer?
So our business is actually pretty interesting because it's kind of twofold. We have consumer-based services for the consumers in the neighborhoods, as far as shipping for UPS and FedEx, and also notaries, faxes, and simple copies like that. But we focus on the B2B market, which we focus on marketing. So we have 2 full-time designers who take care of all of the branding and full print services.
Now, people can't see you because this is radio, but you're pretty young. 24 is pretty young to be such an entrepreneur. You went to Penn State for a few years. Were you majoring in business at that time?
No.
What were you majoring in?
I was majoring in mechanical engineering.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, did you find a transfer of the skills you learned in college to running your POSTNET?
Not from Penn State.
From someplace else?
Not from the classroom, at least.
Well, when you were in high school, you started working at POSTNET. Mm-hmm. So is that where you learned the skills?
No. So the skills that I learned were not even related to business, really. I was in a fraternity, and in my fraternity, I was the rush chair. Rush chair is all about recruiting the next pledge classes, and it's basically networking.
What was the fraternity?
Delta Kappa Epsilon.
Okay.
So,
did you major in drinking at Penn State?
Oh, yeah.
My son majored in drinking
Absolutely.
at his first school. Mm-hmm. And after he had been on probation for 2 years, majoring in drinking, I pulled the plug and I brought him home and sent him to Temple because he was living home and I could supervise.
Yeah.
And he did very well. He caught on. He made up for having wasted a whole year of college.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I wouldn't have traded those 2 years for anything, as I learned a lot. I came out of my shell. And
you were ever in a shell? That's hard to believe, John.
I know. I was more the quiet kid in high school. But I definitely came out in college and started to realize that networking is very important.
Were you on any teams?
No. I love watching sports, but I stink at playing sports.
Are you good at chess or checkers or?
Nope.
What do you do for recreation, or you work all the time?
Oh, I work all the time, but I'm kind of a gearhead.
What does that mean, a gearhead?
Anything with a motor and wheels.
Like cars you're talking about?
Yeah. When I was younger, I used to race dirt bikes. And
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous racing dirt bikes, isn't it?
Knock on wood, I never broke any bones yet.
Okay. Well, I love the way you say yet. I hope that you never have an accident.
Me too.
Where are there places where you could do dirt bike racing?
There's actually a place up in Englishtown, New Jersey, and also down in Delaware at Blue Diamond.
What's Blue Diamond? I never heard of that.
Blue Diamond is a motocross park. So they have a few tracks there. And
where is it in Delaware?
Around Newcastle.
Newcastle I've heard of. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I probably have driven through there, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So how many employees do you have now with POSTNET?
At POSTNET, our store, we have 2 full-time graphic designers, and actually my little brother helps out with production.
How little is your little brother?
We actually have a 6-year age gap, so he is a senior in high school this year.
What high school is he going to?
Same, Winslow.
Winslow, okay. How many POSTNET franchisees are there across the country?
Across the country, there are about 300.
Do you plan to have more than one POSTNET franchise?
Actually, probably not, because half of our customers never even walk through our doors. Most of it is online.
Really?
Yeah. So,
okay, if they want to reach you, how do they get to you? Is there a phone number?
Sure. Our phone number is 856-740-0445.
That number is 856-740-0445. And if they want to explore your website, what do they Google?
POSTNET in Sicklerville, and we should pop up.
POSTNET in Sicklerville. Yeah. Your actual website is www.postnet.com/NJ121. What does the 121 stand for?
NJ121 is our store number.
Oh, out of the
in the system, yeah.
Out of the 300 across the country, you're 121.
At least in New Jersey. I'm not sure how they actually name all the stores.
Okay. But you've been there since March of 2012?
That's when I took over, but it was my first job in high school, so I've been there for about 7 years total.
Okay. What gives you the greatest pleasure?
Helping our clients grow.
What's the nature of your clientele? Do you have mom and pop shops, small businesses, Forbes 500? Who are your clients?
Small and medium-sized businesses. Our best client is actually one of the theaters in the area. We do all of their programs and marketing.
Which theater?
The Road Company.
I haven't heard of that. Where are they located?
Williamstown.
Williamstown, I know. Okay. Mm-hmm. And do you design the programs that they distribute at each performance?
Yes.
Is it a year-round theater or just occasional?
Nope. They have a new show about every month.
Oh, wow. That's very ambitious. Mm-hmm. How big a theater is it?
Actually, they just renovated. It was one of the oldest buildings in Williamstown, and it caught fire.
Ouch.
And they just renovated it, and it's gorgeous.
How many seats do they have?
Don't quote me on it, but I believe around 300.
That's a big facility for...
Yeah, maybe a little less then.
Well, but that's a lot of seats to fill.
Yes.
Are they open 6 nights a week, 7 nights a week? How many nights a week?
I believe their shows run about 3 nights, and on average, we print about 1,000 programs. So I believe that's about right, 300 seats.
Okay, 1,000 programs. Where do you get your inspiration for designing the theater? Does it look like on Broadway? What's the name of the book that I forget the name of the book that they distribute at all the professional theaters in New York City and some in Philly also. But what do you do something that's specific to the show each time that they're performing?
Yeah, the insides are mostly a template, but the cover is always different. Yeah.
Do you take photographs, or does the theater take photographs? Or
the theater takes photographs, but actually the client was brought on by one of our designers who was designing a lot of their stuff before she worked for us.
Well, that's convenient.
Very, yeah.
So then she knows them.
Yes.
Do you have to sit down with them also and find out what it is they want, what they're aiming for, the target audience?
Yeah, my job in the company is really to help develop our client's vision. So what that means is they come to me with an idea and they say, John, how do I make this happen? And I say, okay, well, let's develop this. What are the challenges and how do we get to the end goal? And once we figure out what the vision is, then I hand it off to our designers who make things happen.
Do you spend a lot of time on the computer?
As far as designing, no. As far as emailing back and forth our clients, yeah.
Who does the actual hands-on the computer?
Hands-on as far as designing are 2 designers.
Do you use a special kind of software for them?
They're very versed in all of the Adobe programs, which is pretty much the standard.
Okay, Adobe. There are so many times I go to open something on my computer. I do WordPerfect and Microsoft Word, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I have Netscape still. And my husband, who has 2 degrees in in IT tells me constantly, you have to have a different computer, you have to have a different software. I say, you'll kill me. I know how to do this, and it'll take me forever to learn something else. We're going to take a break for a few more messages, and then we'll be back with John Lorenzo.
All American Sports Collectibles is the only place you need to know for all your autographed sports memorabilia. Jerseys, bats, helmets, and more, signed by legends of the past and today's greats. All autographed items come with a certificate of authenticity, plus an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And all vintage items have been scientifically authenticated and come with 2 forensic certificates. Call us at 877-827-7822. That's 877-827-7822. Visit us online to see our extensive inventory of autographed sports memorabilia. That's aasportscollectibles.com. That's aasportscollectibles.com.
We're a Philadelphia advertising agency, American Advertising Services, and our job is to create solutions for your business problems. Do you want more customers, more sales for your products or business services? American Advertising has helped many, many area companies, large ones, small ones, family-owned firms just like yours. If you are in business and serious, make American Advertising your advertising agency. Per job assignments welcomed. American Advertising Services. We are serious about helping your business.
American Advertising Services is located at 29 Bala Avenue, Ballackinwood, PA 19004. 29 Bala Avenue, Ballackinwood, PA 19004. You can call them at 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060.
You've been listening to The Marketing of Business. Our sponsor is ACT, the business-to-business newspaper in the Delaware Valley that gives you all the up-to-date news about advertising, branding, communications. And our sponsor, ACT, has provided us with a terrifically interesting young guest today. His name is John Lorenzo, and he's the owner of a franchise operation called POSTNET. But in addition, John just shared with me during the break that he's a Filipino, although he was born here. Mm-hmm. Your parents were born in the Philippines?
Yes.
And tell us what you're doing in the wake of the recent typhoon tragedy.
So we wanted to be able to make a difference in some small way, but I didn't want to come up with just an idea where I donate a portion of my sales. We wanted this to be an entire way to bring the local business and community together. So what we're having is a Philippine Typhoon Relief event on December 7th, and it's going to be marketed mostly to the families with events such as the batting cages. We're going to have a moon bounce for the kids, face painting, a princess who is going to decorate tiaras and pirate hats, photos with Santa.
Where's it going to be? At your shop?
Not at my shop, but we're helping a new local business open, and their business is called Rush Fitness and All-Pro Baseball Academy. They have a state-of-the-art 30,000 square foot space.
And All-Pro, what's the sport?
All-Pro Baseball Academy.
Baseball Academy.
Yeah. So he was nice enough. We formed this great relationship, and he's letting us use his space.
What's the name of the owner?
Joe D'Alessandro.
Is he someone who played professional baseball?
Pretty much. He played for
the
River Sharks.
The Camden River Sharks?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a semi-pro. Is that semi-pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do a lot of business,
mm-hmm.
the River Sharks.
Yeah.
They do, and they advertise a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How do people find out about you and your POSTNET business?
Well, if they go to our website, they can follow us on our Facebook page, and that's really where you're going to be able to connect with us the most. We constantly update that, and you'll really learn more about who we are and what we do.
That's www.postnet.com/NJ121. And if you want to talk to John, if they dial this number, do they get you directly?
They can always leave a message with our staff, and I will be glad to get back in contact with them.
Okay. John Lorenzo, the owner of POSTNET. telephone 856-740-0445. That's 856-740-0445. I'm not sure what letters those numbers represent. Does it spell a word?
No.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
No, unfortunately.
You never know.
I know.
It would be nice if you could have, 856 POSTNET. Are there enough letters? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, this fundraiser is set for December 7th.
Yes.
Is there a fee to enter, or it's just you're taking any donations?
This is a complete free event to the public. All the activities will be pretty much a donation. So to participate in the ping pong tournament for the adults, it's a $20 buy-in, and the $20 goes straight to the fund. All proceeds of our fundraiser are going to be donated to Habitat for Humanity Philippines to help the rebuilding efforts.
Are they able to get to where the biggest need is, where there's been the most destruction, the infrastructure has disappeared?
I'm hoping we're looking to have one of the Habitat for Humanity employees come down and speak about how the money will be used during our event.
Because that's always a worry.
Yeah.
You get this pot of money. There are people who are collecting clothing and toys and stuff, but the question is, how does it get delivered? They can't even deliver food and water right now because there's been such devastation. What was the name of the typhoon?
Typhoon Yolanda.
Yolanda. I thought it was... Is that the name?
Yeah, it's like Typhoon Haiyan.
Haiyan, that's the name that I know.
Typhoon Yolanda.
Haiyan and Yolanda. Does it depend where you live in the Philippines, what you call the
No, I think Haiyan just means Yolanda. So, yeah.
Okay. What language do they speak in the Philippines?
Tagalog.
Do you speak that?
I don't. I can understand it, but I can't speak it.
Okay. Do your parents speak it?
Yeah.
And they didn't teach you how to speak it? Oh.
They taught me how to understand it. I just can't put it together. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that happens with most immigrant groups because the parents are eager to become Americanized, so they encourage their kids to only speak English. Only the Latino community still clings to Spanish, which is very smart because the Hispanic population in America is growing so rapidly. It's really astonishing. And now they become a major political factor. I don't know if the Philippines in America have become a major political bloc.
Not as strong.
No? Are you involved in politics at all?
No, I am not.
You're not interested?
Not yet. I mean, yeah, maybe eventually, but at the moment, we're going to focus on building the business.
Every waking hour, you're building the business, right?
Yep, building ours and building everyone around us.
Do you do any advertising at all, or do you do online advertising?
No, we run our business a little bit differently. We build relationships with our clients, and that is actually the way that we get most of our new business. Our clients are so happy with our services that they refer us to all of their clients.
So in addition to printing the programs for the theater company, what other kinds of printing jobs do you do?
Well, we can take everything from business cards and flyers and brochures all the way up to your marketing materials, as far as a direct mail piece, presentation folders and their inserts, all the way up to signs and banners.
Oh, well, those are important.
Yes, they are.
The signs and banners. There is a family that lives near me. Every week they have a different sign on little skinny metal posts, that they stick in the ground, and they have
signs?
Different philosophical things. Something like, have you told somebody today you love them? I mean, all kinds of crazy things like that, which are very nice, listen to your heart, things like that. But they pay to have these signs printed every week of the year. It's a different sign.
Yep.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
But do you do major signs like that go on a store?
No, we take care of the smaller ones. But the great thing about our business is that we have so many relationships with the businesses in our area. So anything that we can't do, we know someone who can do it. And we trust them to take care of our clients. And that's the biggest thing.
And if somebody says they need a website or need somebody to update their website or run the website, do you have someone that will consult with you that can handle that for you?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of going into the website design business yourself?
Not so much. We dabble in it, but not terribly much. There is a lot to learn, and I don't like to do anything unless I know it 100%.
Are you a computer expert yourself?
No.
No?
Far from it. I leave that to my little brother.
Yeah. Now, how did he learn the computers?
Oh, that kid just is on his computer all the time.
Is he studying or is he in the club?
I think he wants to go for computer science after college, or after high school, I mean.
Very interesting. Are you thinking of going back and finishing your degree?
Yeah, I have about 10 classes left, so I will go back and finish it eventually.
Can you do it online?
To be honest, I don't think I would have the drive to actually do it.
Oh, there must be some kind of medicine you could take that would give you the drive to sit in front of your computer and take a course.
Yeah, possibly. Not sure if it's over the counter, though.
Are you? Oh,
just kidding.
Are your parents encouraging you to do that?
Yeah, I'm the oldest out of all my family, all my cousins, so I kind of set the bar. So they do want me to finish for sure.
Are your parents college graduates?
Yes.
Oh, so there must be pressure.
Yeah, but they've seen me build a business that was failing before, and now last month we were actually number 35 in the country.
Out of 300. That's pretty impressive, John Lorenzo.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Give the phone number again where people can reach you if they need help with anything in the way of graphic design, branding, etc.
Exactly. 856-740-0445. And again, half our clients never even walk through our doors. You can simply just send us an email at NJ, like New Jersey, 121 at postnet.com.
NJ121@postnet.com. That's your email address.
Yes.
And the website is www.postnet.com/NJ121. That's postnet.com/NJ121. What will they find if they explore your website?
Well, it's a website that's part of a franchise, so you'll get the general information, but I encourage you to follow the Facebook link on there. That's where we update, and you can really start to see the culture of our store and how we're different than most printers out there.
Do you have your picture on the Facebook page?
My picture is the profile picture, yeah.
You are the face of the company, right?
Yeah. Yes, I am, unfortunately.
Are you involved in any other charity work besides this upcoming Philippine Typhoon Relief Fundraiser?
Not directly, but we do work with a lot of nonprofits in the area. We love to be involved in the community.
Well, that's good. Do you donate something, like for a silent auction or whatever?
No, we help them with their services as far as marketing and printing. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And a way of gratitude, what do they do in return?
Just have us pretty much logos and branding for us during their events.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. If you had a crystal ball, where would you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now? Ooh, I didn't even think that far ahead, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You sound like such a planner. I'm surprised, John.
In 5 years, our goal is to be $1 million store.
Woo!
Yeah.
And that's doable?
It will be. We'll make it happen.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm very impressed with your enthusiasm and your dedication.
I appreciate it.
We've been talking to John Lorenzo, who is the owner of POSTNET, which is a design, web, and print firm. It's one of 300 franchise stores in the country, and they've transitioned to the design side instead of just the shipping and packaging side. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, John Lorenzo, and we'll talk to everybody next week.